welcome to Textile Update. This is Gwendolyn Hustvedt, and I am going to be sharing with you now just a bit more information intended for students who are joining me for a course here at Texas State University, either for credit through the School of Family and Consumer Sciences or through continuing education. And I want to just orient you a little bit more to how you'll be receiving grades for the course. So you'll notice if you look in your syllabus, which is something that for credit students are being provided, you'll see that right there on page 3, I have a little allocation section where I talk about how many points are for what. It totals 600 points. You'll see that there are 4 exams, 100 points each. Nope, there's actually there are 4 exams. There's 5 exams, but I dropped 1 exam, okay? And if you look in the little exam section, right, I mentioned that. So the reason that I do this is because I do not give makeup exams. Makeup exams not only involve a lot of extra hassle and trouble, but for online students, right, your location shouldn't matter. And if you're too ill to take the exam or just don't have internet at the time that you're taking the exam, then the final exam serves as the all-purpose makeup exam. The final exam is cumulative over the first 4 exams. It literally includes questions that you would have seen on the previous exams. So it's intended just to be an all-purpose makeup exam. I allow anyone who wants to take the final exam because I think it's a good learning experience. But if you're happy with your grade when you take the first 4 exams and then you want to just count those, then I'll give you a 0 for the final and you drop that. And so basically you don't have to take the final if you're willing to accept the 0 on the final. But if you want to replace a lower grade that you got previously, either because you missed it altogether and have a 0, or because you're ill the day you tried to take the exam anyway and got kind of a bad grade, or maybe didn't know what you were doing, or who knows, then you can use the final exam to make that up. So check out the syllabus. You will have a whole 24 hours to take the exam on each of the days that the exams are listed. But you may want to plan your life now to make sure that you're available those days, right? So 5 different exams, 4 of them count. You'll notice that there are also online quizzes, and one of the important things is that depending on whether you're taking this as a summer course or you're taking it during a semester, or if you're continuing ed on a totally different schedule, basically, the general rule of thumb will be that the quizzes will always be open for a week. And if you are taking it during a full semester, that means that you'll really only have 1 quiz a week. If you're taking it during the summer, then there may be 2 or 3 quizzes available anytime that you go in to the quizzes and kit tab there. And so you'll want to keep on top of that and make sure that you don't miss the quizzes. I do drop the lowest 3, but I really mostly do that because a lot of times people have trouble getting started with the first couple of quizzes. And so really, I'm not intending it as a way to have you not do quizzes. I'm intending it as a way for it to be okay if you get started a bit late on the quizzes. The quizzes cover material that is available in the Textile Mania website, and there's a link for that you can find in your syllabus or in the resources folder in tracks. And so depending on what type of student you are or when this is, you may either be purchasing that or it just may be something that you access. The Textile Mania Lab website reproduces for online students the sorts of things that students on a campus where they take a textiles lab might be doing. So you get to watch people burning things or soaking them in chemicals or looking through microscopes. So it can be a way to deepen and enrich your understanding. These quizzes aren't tough. They're really just intended to demonstrate that you looked at the website, you looked at the videos, you watched them, you read through the materials. So they're not hard. It's to reward persistence and repeated attention to the topic. You're also going to be getting an equal number of points, 50 points, for a fiber project. Depending on the time that you're taking the class, this will either be an individual project or a group project designed to let you have fun and meet some other people, or individual project because you're doing this at a different time than other people and you can't really get together. And the point of this is just to create a nice product that you can have that would be the sort of thing that you might create if you were marketing a textile fiber to a client. client. Let's say that you worked for the mohair board. You would be trying to explain to people why mohair is right for the current trends. We use a trend forecasting service called Fashion Snoops, something that we're paying for here at Texas State. And so this is a great way for you to learn how to use that resource. Some students may be given a different type of assignment that isn't based on a trend, but the trend assignment is pretty fun too. And so stay tuned for information about that. Last but not least, you get 100 points for assembling your textile kit and completing some assignments related to the kit. I'm not going to give you points just for putting the kit together. I'll give you 10 points for getting started on it. What I do is give you points for correctly answering questions. However, there will be a whole separate set of YouTube videos where you can follow along with me to assemble your kit carefully. It should only take a few hours to do it properly, but it will be a resource that you can use for your entire life. So I think I've pretty much covered the ways in which you would earn your grade. I will mention an important thing, which is that you'll notice the grading scale is pretty typical, an A, a B, C. I'm a little more generous with the C's, the D's. So if you're taking this class for a grade, I do want you to know that this class has one of the harder grading distributions within the School of Family and Consumer Sciences, in part because of the wide diversity of students who take the class and their backgrounds. Getting an A in this class, it really is a signal honor. It is not typical or usual. It is typical or usual to get a B or a C in the class. However, if you are working hard and really focusing, then you can be one of the above average students that gets an A in the class because it has a lot of science content. Students who are taking it more for fun may find that shooting for an A is unrealistic. I mean, like, you wouldn't expect just to take a math class that wasn't related to your major and get an A in the class. In the same way, this is a very specific class related to a specific set of content that you may not be at all familiar with. I just want to temper your expectations a little bit there. Great. Still don't have a way to end the videos, but maybe I'll come up with one and edit it in. That could be cool. Or I could just say super.